The government is about to give out another round of stimulus checks, and this time it's going to be $2,000 per person and even more if you have kids. And in this video, I'm going to give you all the details so you can know if you qualify to get this next round of stimulus money that's basically free from the government and how to get it. Hi, I'm Jimmy Mahalik and I'm a lifelong entrepreneur. And on this YouTube channel, I teach people how to make money, how to become an entrepreneur. So as you already know, most people have already received their $1,200 stimulus checks from the US government. But if you're out of work and you're affected by this crisis that's going on right now, that's probably already gone. So the government has just announced a new stimulus package that is going to be for the people, and is going to be $2,000 per month per person and additional money for kids. And the reason the government is doing this is there's like 20 million people unemployed right now, and businesses are really struggling and people are really struggling. So the government is basically just trying to support the people the best they can, and that pretty much means free money. So this bill, if it passes, which I think it's going to, is going to provide $2,000 per month for 6 months minimum guaranteed. So a minimum of $12,000, and it could go as long as 12 months. And I'm going to show you all the details here in just a second. So I actually read through the entire bill that's being proposed, and I'm going to give you all the details so you know exactly what is going to happen. So I'm going to tell you who qualifies, how do you qualify, how much money you're going to get, and all this is directly from the bill, so there's no secondhand knowledge. I read it directly, and I'll show it to you also. It's called the Emergency Money for the People Act, and you will actually get your first payment within 14 days after the bill passes. So how much is it? It's $2,000 per month per person. And if you filed a joint tax return, it's going to be $4,000 per month. And if you have children, it's going to be $500 per child up to 3 children. So if you have 1 child, it's going to be an additional $500. 2 children is going to be $1,000. And up to 3 children or more is going to be $1,500 per month. The bill says that this money is going to be guaranteed for at least 6 months. So that's $12,000 per person. And at the end of those 6 months, the payments will continue unless the employment to population ratio is over 60%. So there's actually 4 different ways that you'll be able to receive the money. The first way is direct deposit directly into your bank account. The second way is a check that will be sent from the government to you. The third way is with a prepaid debit card. And the fourth way is actually with an electronic money app such as PayPal or Venmo. And I think it's actually really cool that the government has adopted these type of strategies to get money to the people faster. Now, let's talk about who's actually eligible to receive these monthly payments from the government. The first criteria is that you are a U.S. citizen or a U.S. resident. The second criteria is that you are over the age of 16 starting at the beginning of this year. And the third criteria is that your adjusted gross income cannot be over a certain level. So to qualify, you have to have made less than $130,000 as an individual on your tax return. If you're married filing jointly for your tax return, the threshold is under $260,000. And if you're above those thresholds, you may still be able to receive the payments, but the payments will go down by 5% per $1,000 that you make over that threshold. So they're going to find out how much money you make based on your most recent tax return. So if it's 2019, you've already filed that, it will be off of that. Or if you haven't, it will be off your 2018 tax return. If you plan on making less money this year because of the economic impact or you're laid off right now, you can actually give them 2 months of your most recent pay stubs, and they can actually determine your eligibility based off those. And you can actually receive this money if you're not a U.S. citizen or U.S. resident. You just have to have been physically present in the U.S. since January 20th of 2020. That's when the public health emergency was declared, and you have to continue to be present in the U.S. for the duration of the payments. And if there's no tax information on you, then the government will work with the Secretary of Veterans Affairs or the Commissioner of Social Security to help determine your eligibility for this program. And a couple of nice things about this bill is the payments won't be taxable, which is amazing. And the bill says that there needs to be a 24-hour hotline so that people can get through and get information and apply for this program, which is really good because there was thousands and thousands of people who recently tried to file for unemployment that couldn't actually even get through, or there were lines out the door to apply because there were so many people unemployed from the current situation. And I think this is going to be very important for people that are really hurt by this economic impact, and all these people that are unemployed and businesses that are struggling right now because people have to stay at home. So I think this extra $2,000 per month is going to really help out a lot of families in the US. And the government seems that they just want to print money and they don't care. They just want to support us. So I actually think they're doing a pretty good job with that. But the economic, inflation, we may have to worry about later on. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you subscribe and click the bell icon so you can stay up to date with videos like this about the stimulus checks that are coming on. And I teach people how to become an entrepreneur and how to make money selling on Amazon on this YouTube channel, which is actually a great skill to learn right now. If you're unemployed and you have lots of time on your hand, you can start learning how to do that. I'll link a playlist over here that teaches you how to start selling on Amazon. Watch each video to the end and the next one will autoplay. If you have any questions about this new bill that's going to be passed, put them down below in the comments. Thanks, and I will see you in the next video.